So this is going to be a Gemini Sun, Moon, and as well Rising weekly love and relationship tarot reading, January 6th to January 12th, 2020. And in case you want to get in touch with me, guys, for a personal reading, you can check out the description down below. And there you're gonna find a link to my website. So that being said, moving on to the reading directly to the spread. The first card, which represents the topic of your love and relationship week here, guys, or week in terms of love and relationship, that is to be the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the next one here, which stands as the energy supporting the topic itself. That will be the Nine of Swords. Third card, it is the challenges that you need to overcome throughout the week in terms of love and relationship. That is going to be the Eight of Swords. Then what we do have, it is the gifts and the blessings that you can enjoy throughout the week. That is going to be the Star card. Followed by the next one here, which is how people see you. How your friends and family sees you, how your person of interest sees you, you know, how your partner, wife, husband sees you. That is going to be the Page of Cups. Followed by the next one here, it is what you can do in order to further your long-term love and relationship goal, or what is going to help that goal. We do have the Temperance card. Then the next one is going to be what is going to hurt that goal. That is going to be the Four of Pentacles. And the last one, which is the guidance that Tarot is offering to you, Gemini, that will be the Knight, of Cups. So pretty interesting. It is what we do have here. It does look like that this week you, Gemini, will want to get your points across. With these two cards, and especially with the third one here, because I know what it is, the Eight of Swords. This is what the cards are pointing. It kind of like you're going to find yourself in a situation, either good or bad. It is regardless, but it's not going to be a satisfiable one. I mean, if it is a good one, you will want to be even better. If it is a bad one, then you will want to reverse it into a good one, because it simply can be done, all right? And you will not want to kind of like satisfy yourself with the current results, knowing that you can go for more. It's as simple as that. That is described here by the energies that is supporting the topic, meaning that this week it does look like that you are going to understand the true reality, if you will, where you are right now and how far you can go. And certainly you won't be pleased with understanding your place, your spot, and where you can be in reality. Simple example is just being a lover to someone, knowing that you can actually make family together, and that is simply not going to satisfy you at all, and therefore you will want to kind of be heard, to raise questions, and so on and so forth. And that kind of applies to any kind of a situation. So it does look like that the silent treatment that you are holding on up until now, you know, of being afraid, for example, that you are going to provoke certain arguments, wrangles, disputes, and so on and so forth. This fear is not going to be within you anymore, because not raising those questions kind of bears certain circumstances, consequences, that is, and you won't want to suffer those consequences any longer. But the question is, how exactly you are gonna try to make your point known across? That will be the problem, because with the Seven of Pentacles, it's pretty clear that there is right and there is a wrong way. And it does look like that this week, it is a week where you're gonna contemplate how exactly to make your case, if you will. Okay, so how exactly to present yourself, to present your wishes, to present your agenda, to present your yearning. And that leads us to the third card here, which is the challenges. That is the Eight of Swords. Now, in love and relationship, Eight of Swords represents the disruption of the communication in between two people. You try to explain yourself, either you are incapable of doing so, or either the other person doesn't want to hear it. In either way, the way you overcome the challenge of the Eight of Swords is by being elaborative, by trying to explain it from a different angle, from a different point of view, from the 3 years old point of view. So whatever you are trying to say, whatever you are trying to explain, if you are explaining it in such a way that 3 years old cannot understand you, then you are doing awfully bad job. So you have to be extra ultimately, or how can I say it, preposterously elaborative here throughout this week. Whenever you say I love you, probably you have to say why, which is stupid, but you have to, because it will be faced with skepticism. If you say I want to be with you, again you have to say why, because again it's going to be faced with skepticism, and so on and so forth. Now, Eight of Swords is about, how can I say it, acknowledging the truth. All right, so you need to be truthful, you need to be honest. Any dishonesty or fear of speaking about something is gonna backlash in a very negative way towards you. So that being said, whatever you are hiding, if you are hiding something up until now in terms of love and relationship against a person that you want to be with, then the time of hiding it should be over, or kind of like the time of secrecy should be over. So what you can enjoy here as a gifts and blessings, and that comes about only if you fulfill the first 3 cards, okay? That is going to be the Star card, and the Star card, it points to unfolding love when we're talking about love and relationships. So you can definitely find a long-term love throughout this week. A long-term partnership, a long-term support. That is your gift, that is your blessing. The thing is, can you negotiate for it? Because it really looks like as a negotiations here, and once you are done with the negotiations where the 2 parties are pleased with what kind of stipulations have been agreed here, then you know the love is gonna flow on its own accord. Additionally to that, the Star card promises longevity. This is another thing that you can enjoy with the newly formed or with the established relationship, should you be able to do so. Once again, okay, you have to be elaborative, you have to display your case, and you have to find the right way to do it as well, by facing your fears, that is, and overcoming those fears. Now, one thing with the Star card is that it kind of like gives fulcrum. What I mean is that it gives you something to look forward to. So usually when it comes into the gifts and the blessings, that is something that strikes me right now. It kind of refers that you do have a plan B, maybe plan C, all the way maybe to plan Z. Right, so everything is going to be better than being in a stagnated situation, not knowing what is going on, and where whatever you do have in between you and the person you want to be with is heading to. So the other card, which is how people see you, it is the Page of Cups. It's pretty trivial with the Page of Cups. People are seeing you as someone who wants to be emotionally attached, especially the person of interest. If you are single, you know, and you want to be with someone, that person sees you as a individual that needs to be emotionally attached, and that alone gives a pretty good chance that they emotionally attach with you. And not only just that, but also they see you as a individual who is more attending to the overview rather than to the minor irritating details. Therefore, someone who is willing to forgive, let's say, or willing to speak, willing to even negotiate and resolve a mutual disputes or differences, if you will. And as well, people were seeing you as an individual who is also ready and willing to change positions, okay, to reassess, to make a crucial assessment of oneself and redefine oneself as well based on this assessment. So the next one, it is about what is going to help your long-term love and relationship goal. We do have the Temperance card, couple of things, or actually 3 things here: solidarity, compassion, and as well respecting the differences in opinions. So that card itself points that you may not be agreed with whatever your person of interest, your husband or wife or partner is telling you. And you don't have to agree with them. You just need to respect them for it. That's the whole point, because we are different people, we are different individuals with different opinions. And as soon as two different opinions are respected, definitely a common ground in between can be found. And there you go. This is what helps your long-term love and relationship goal. What is going to hurt it though? We do have the Four of Pentacles, and that is trying to, how can I say it? Ensure its secure future, or in other words, trying to have it your way at all cost, ultimately, without budging in any side, in any direction whatsoever, taking on a defensive measure and constantly trying to bend the things in such a way that it is never your fault. You need to know that in one relationship is always both ways. I mean, the fault goes always both ways. With different proportions, of course, but always in both ways. And the last card for you, Gemini, it is the guidance that Tarot is offering. Now, this is the Knight of Cups. Now, Knight of Cups asks you for a couple of things. Now, the first one is to hold in front of yourself the feelings of your heart, or rather like the dreams of yourself, of your heart, and follow them regardless of what is happening. Because the second thing that the Knight of Cups is advising you, or kind of like is giving you as a guidance, is that the results that you are going to cultivate are going to be reciprocal to the efforts you put in. So nothing is going to be gifted to you. You have to fight and work for it, and you have to deserve it. And that's why the Star card, the gifts and the blessings, it's conditional. You have to go through the physical aspect of the week where, you know, you face your fears, you display your case, you elaborate upon yourself, upon your reasons and upon your goals and aims, and then, you know, you get the gift of results, which is a fulcrum, a long-term goal, and hopefully unfolding love. So that being said, Gemini, this was your weekly love and relationship tarot reading, January 6th to January 12th, 2020. Hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, guys. And once again, if you do want to get in touch with me for a private reading, you can check out the description down below, and there you're gonna find a link to my website, and we're gonna see each other around, I hope. Until then, bye.